We're picking up with part 2 of the program. We had a small technical error of some kind, but I'm commenting on just how ridiculous it is that they're trying to spin the narrative in terms of the economy as somehow being good, with Paul Krugman having gone on CNN saying, you know what, it's amazing. It's just so surreally good. Surreally good. Yeah. You know, inflation, nothing to see here, despite the fact that it's up 3.7%. And then the White House is really strange because the White House actually put this guy, Jared Bernstein, out there who's just going to do a dog and pony show trying to tell you that everything is great because energy prices are down when I'm sorry. But you know what? You look at that CPI number that came out today. Gasoline prices jumped 10.6% in August alone. In August, you know, the problem is that gas is at $3.84 a gallon on average, according to AAA. In fact, gasoline, I quote, was the largest contributor to inflation in the month of August, accounting for over half of the increase. And yet, here we get Jared Bernstein trying to tell us this. Come on, people. Really?
The president and congressional Democrats are cutting energy costs by investing in clean energy and reducing our dependence on foreign countries that often don't share our values. And so I view the investment agenda that I talked about in my comments as very closely connected to this idea of transitioning to clean energy and more energy independence.
Yeah. All right. So that whole energy independence thing, that's really bringing gas prices down. That's really bringing energy prices down. I'm sorry, buddy. It's not. It's just not working. Okay. In fact, the New York Times came out with a story today. This is the New York Times. And they're talking about poverty levels being at the highest they've ever been. Like for everyone. It doesn't matter. Every group, white, black, women, men, single women, single men. It doesn't matter. Like for everyone. We are now looking at the highest poverty levels in recent years under none other than Bidenomics. So I just have to say, you know what? It's not working. It's just not working. And the public gets that. They understand that. And they're tired of it, which is why when you try and say that we can't report on stuff, whether it be this new whistleblower allegation coming out about the CIA, which the CIA denies, whether it be that, whether it be the fact that father and son enjoy such a close, tight relationship, which I'm sorry, that's been documented, right? It has. And by the way, he was just hanging out there at the White House when he got his little plea deal. I'm sorry, like that is just sort of fact. They enjoy a close relationship. The other fact is that we've seen the bank records. So that's kind of just sort of out there. And I don't know how you can possibly try and pretend that none of this exists. I mean, it's just not working. Anyway, it's going to continue being this push-pull because they think they can control the narrative. They think they control the media, and for the most part, they do. But you see, the media is changing. I'm over here. I don't need to be controlled. I no longer work for one of those big networks. We're here together, and there's many people like me. In fact, when I look around at so many of my talented Fox colleagues, they're not there anymore. So they are free birds able to do their own thing like me. And so you can get information directly. Please remember to subscribe. Hey, I want to share with you just something that's a little bit funny. Because if you've ever had to deal with lawyers, you're feeling Mike Lindell's pain here. Not to excuse, of course, the fact that this guy that's suing him is very upset because he's saying, look, this was a defamation. And so this is the lawsuit. And by the way, this guy sued and got a lot of money. He worked for Dominion, I think, from a lot of big networks. So he's got a lawsuit for real. But clearly, Mike Lindell doesn't want to be where he is in this particular moment in time. This is the guy from My Pillow, and I just thought you might get a little bit of a kick out. Of course, it's landing him in trouble now because the lawyers are like, hey, you were really disrespectful. And, well, I think he just about had it, right? Take a look. If you can't hear it, turn the volume up a little bit.
Is that right?
What was the question?
We met for the first time.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start slow. Because the court reporter is trying to take down what you're saying, okay?
Don't sit and scold me already, mister. I'll do whatever I have to do. So I don't, you're just a lawyer. You're an ambulance chasing lawyer. So don't start with me. I got all day. I'll take as much time as you want. So let's go. You're not my boss. You're just a lawyer, frivolous lawyer. So go. Don't start scolding me.
Oh, I'm asking questions. I'm not going to scold you.
Go ahead.
So let me finish my question, okay?
Yes.
I tend to be a slow talker.
Good for you.
I'm from Texas originally.
Good for you. I got all day. We'll make a week of this. How about it? Go ahead.
Probably up to you, lawyer, but I'm happy to stay as long as you'd like.
Just keep going.
All right. Why'd you call me an ambulance chaser?
What?
Ooh.
Why did you call me an ambulance chaser?
Because you are. This is a frivolous case, and if you're representing this guy and you've read this case, you are a disgusting lawyer. Period. That's my right to say. You want to sue me too, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? Are you working on contingency or consignment with the guy? What are you? No, I can't believe anybody would take this. This is absolutely disgusting. It's a disgrace to our country. It's a disgrace to you.
Anything else?
No, that's it. You asked me a question, I answered it.
All right.
Hope you get all that.
Not sure, Mike. Non-responsive.
No, but it's disgusting when you sit here. I'm branded as now election, not my pillow guy. It's the opposite.
Okay.
Just gotta slow it down.
See, here's a lawyer trying to say, hey, Mike, calm down.
Disgusting.
He's angry.
You don't remember my question, do you?
It's almost like
Yeah, the question is, do people know you as the my pillow guy?
the lawyer's like trying to
No, they know me over
extra
here
annoy him.
as this guy that's trying to save our country.
I guess that's how you like break a witness, right? You just you talk slow, you try and annoy him as much as possible. I will say, look, the guy's got a case. It's a defamation lawsuit, and it's not looking good because he's had some big settlements, and he's saying that Mike Lindell defamed him, et cetera. I guess I'm not familiar with the intricacies, but he worked over at Dominion. So that's Mike Lindell, who's just about had it. You wonder how hot the temperature was in that room. Anyway, if you've ever had to deal with lawyers, I think you know the feeling, do you not? Listen, it's great to have you all here. We had a brief sort of mishap, technical error somewhere there in the show. We just went completely off the air. It's happened a little more than I would like lately, is it not? But I appreciate you all coming back, and so many of you resumed the live stream, so that's wonderful. Abel, good to see you here again. Rosemary, yeah, God bless them. Listen, anybody who has to spend that many hours, right, in a deposition with lawyers, whew, that's tough. That's tough. Anyway, great to have you, as I said, and we're gonna keep on this story, and no matter how many times they tell us we can't cover something, no matter how much the White House wants to say that is not allowed and tries to threaten organizations, including major news networks, with ideas that somehow this is misinformation. Again, I try to be very cautious in what I give you. It's not like I want to promote anything that would not be worth understanding and getting your head around. So this is a place where you will get truth, and I don't have any strings attached. So as long as you're here, I'm here too, and I love seeing you. We'll talk again tomorrow, as always. Thanks again to our wonderful sponsors over at Legacy Precious Metals. If you're interested in investing in gold or silver, these are the guys, 1-866-589-0560. See you soon.